Are you planning to move to Japan? If so, it's time to get prepared. Moving to a new country can be exhilarating, but it's even more so when that country is as rich in culture and history as Japan. This video will guide you through the essential things you need to know before embarking on your journey to the land of the rising sun. From language barriers to work, culture, food, and even natural disasters, we've got you covered. Stay tuned as we delve into the 8 things you need to know before packing your bags. First on our list is the language barrier. Navigating through Japan can be a challenge if you're not familiar with the language. However, don't let this deter you. Learning basic Japanese phrases can be a tremendous help. A simple arigato for thank you, or sumimasen for excuse me, can go a long way in your daily interactions. Now, if you're wondering about English availability, it is quite common in urban areas. Many signs and menus are bilingual, and younger generations often have a basic understanding of English. However, don't expect everyone to speak it fluently, but fret not. There are plenty of resources available for language learning, from online language courses to pocket dictionaries and translation apps. You have a myriad of tools at your disposal to help you bridge this language gap. Remember, it's not about becoming fluent overnight, but rather about showing respect and making an effort. Mastering a few phrases can go a long way in making your move much smoother. Next, let's talk about the cost of living. Japan's reputation for being expensive is well earned. Housing, particularly in big cities like Tokyo and Osaka, can be pricey. A small apartment in the city center could set you back more than you might expect, while suburban housing offers a more affordable alternative. The cost of food varies, but expect to pay more for fresh fruits and vegetables. Dining out can be expensive, but luckily, there are plenty of budget-friendly options too, from convenience store bento boxes to ramen shops. Transportation is another significant expense. While public transit is efficient, it isn't cheap. Cars are not a necessity in cities as everything is accessible through public transport, but owning a car in rural areas is a different story. Other expenses such as utilities, internet, and mobile plans are on par with those in Western countries. While Japan can be expensive, careful budgeting can make it manageable. Third on our list is understanding the work culture. Japan is known for its strong work ethic and dedication to professionalism. It's not uncommon for employees to work long hours and even weekends. This commitment to work is often seen as a sign of loyalty and respect for the company. In addition to the long hours, there's a high level of professionalism expected in Japanese workplaces. You'll often see workers in formal business attire, and there's a particular emphasis on punctuality. Being late is seen as a sign of disrespect and can negatively impact your professional relationships. Furthermore, the Japanese work culture greatly values harmony and consensus, making decision-making a collective process. It might take longer to reach a decision, but it ensures everyone's voice is heard. Finally, respect for seniors and superiors is paramount. Hierarchies are strictly observed, and the language used reflects this respect. Navigating the work culture might be a challenge, but understanding it can help you adapt faster. Fourth, we cannot forget about the food. Japanese cuisine is a delightful world of its own, offering a variety that extends far beyond sushi and ramen. You'll find indulgence in the delicate flavors of sashimi, the comfort in a warm bowl of miso soup, and the satisfaction in a well-crafted bento box. Each region boasts its unique dishes, reflecting the local produce and traditions. Japanese cuisine is also known for its health benefits, with a balanced diet comprising fish, rice, and vegetables. The longevity and vitality of the Japanese population are often attributed to this wholesome nutrition. However, those with dietary restrictions might need to navigate with caution. While vegetarian and vegan options are increasingly available, they're not as widespread as in some Western countries. Allergen information is usually provided, but it's essential to double-check. Exploring Japanese cuisine can be a delightful journey, so be ready to try new things. Fifth on our list is understanding public transportation. In Japan, public transportation is a marvel of efficiency. Trains, buses, and subways operate with a precision that could put a Swiss watch to shame. They're always on time, and the extensive network means you can get pretty much anywhere you need to go. But it's not just about efficiency. The cost of public transportation in Japan is reasonable, especially considering the service you get. A monthly pass for unlimited travel within a city can be a real lifesaver. And then there's the etiquette. Japanese people take public manners very seriously. On trains and buses, people speak in hushed tones, if at all. Phones are set to silent. Priority seats are always given up for the elderly, pregnant women, and people with disabilities. So whether you're commuting to work or exploring the city, public transportation in Japan is reliable, and mastering it can make your life easier. Sixth, we have respect for tradition and culture. Japan is a country steeped in rich traditions and cultural norms that have been preserved and passed down through generations. These traditions, from the tea ceremonies to the respectful bowing, the meticulous art of origami to the serene beauty of a cherry blossom viewing, are integral to the Japanese way of life. Understanding these customs is important, not just to avoid faux pas, but to truly immerse yourself in the culture. It's about more than just following rules. It's about appreciating the beauty in the silence of a Zen garden, or the rhythm of a kabuki play. It's about recognizing the value of harmony and respect that is deeply ingrained in every aspect of Japanese life. So before you pack your bags for Japan, take some time to learn about these traditions and cultural norms. Respecting Japanese traditions and culture will not only show your appreciation, but also enrich your experience. The seventh on our list is the healthcare system. Japan is renowned for its highly efficient and quality healthcare services. The country boasts some of the world's best doctors and advanced medical technology. However, it's crucial to note that everyone living in Japan, including foreigners, are required by law to be enrolled in a health insurance program. There are two main types of health insurance in Japan: the national health insurance, generally for students, part-time workers, and the self-employed, and the employee's health insurance for full-time employees. These insurance schemes typically cover 70% of medical costs, leaving you responsible for the remaining 30%. Access to medical services is convenient, with clinics and hospitals scattered across the country, though it's worth mentioning that English-speaking medical staff can sometimes be hard to find outside major cities. So, a basic understanding of Japanese can be beneficial. Understanding the healthcare system can ensure you stay healthy during your stay. Finally, we have earthquakes and natural disasters. Japan is known as a country of seismic activity with over 1,000 earthquakes recorded each year. That's an average of nearly 3 a day. But don't let this deter you. The Japanese have mastered the art of resilience and preparedness. Buildings are designed to withstand tremors, and regular drills ensure everyone knows what to do when the ground starts shaking. In addition to earthquakes, Japan may also experience typhoons and tsunamis. But again, the country has robust safety measures in place. There are numerous resources available, such as apps and websites, which provide real-time alerts and comprehensive information on what to do during these natural occurrences. Living in Japan means embracing its geographical realities and adapting to its unique challenges. It's about understanding that the same forces that create Japan's stunning landscapes can also cause natural disasters. Being prepared for natural disasters is crucial when living in Japan. So, there you have it, the 8 things to know before moving to Japan. We have covered a lot of ground in this video, from understanding the language barrier to the cost of living. Remember, while English is not widely spoken, a little effort in learning Japanese can go a long way in making your daily life smoother. We've also talked about the high cost of living, especially in the major cities. But with careful budgeting and smart choices, you can make it work. The work culture in Japan is unique, characterized by long hours and a strong sense of commitment. It's a different rhythm, but one that can be rewarding. We've explored the food scene, which goes far beyond sushi and ramen. There's a whole world of culinary delights waiting for you. Public transportation is efficient and punctual, making it easy to navigate the cities. It's also a fantastic way to immerse yourself in the local culture. Speaking of culture, we've discussed the deep respect for tradition and norms. Being mindful of these can open doors to deeper connections with the locals. We've touched on the robust healthcare system and how it works. It's different, but it provides excellent care. Lastly, we've talked about the reality of earthquakes and natural disasters. It's part of life in Japan, but the country is well prepared, and so should you be. With these tips in mind, you are now better prepared for your move to Japan. Safe travels. Safe.